Hello children, welcome back to the class. In the previous class, we have studied about the asexual reproduction in lower organisms and vegetative reproduction, which is also a type of asexual reproduction in higher plants. How the organisms are able to continue their species. Now, in this class, we will see the importance of sexual reproduction. What is the importance of sexual reproduction? That we will see. So, in sexual reproduction, what happens? The offspring exactly resembles the parents. So, that is why there is no change between parent organism and the offspring. So, that is why what happens when the organisms cannot adapt themselves to the changing environment or to difficult situations, so they will get affected by the nature, and the whole species may become disappear. The whole species will disappear because they are not able to withstand whatever the changes that are taking place in the environment. But what happens in sexual reproduction? That we shall say. In sexual reproduction, what happens? The production of gametes, male and female gametes, is very important. So when gametes are formed, what happens? Genetic variation will occur in the offspring. So what is genetic material? That means various genes which are present in the DNA strand. So they will recombine, and so the offspring will have different characters. That means it will have some characters of male parent and some characters of a female parent, and variations can be seen. What are variations? Variations means the minor changes that are observed in the organism belonging to the same species. So the diversity in the offspring can be seen. So what happens here? Nature in the form of food, shelter, enemies, I mean predators. So it will select the organism with good characters, beneficial characters, and it will eliminate the organism with non-beneficial characters or weak characters. So that is why in sexual reproduction there is always a chance for the formation of better and better generations. So that is why as much as possible, if there is a chance for the organism for both asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, they'll avoid asexual reproduction and they prefer sexual reproduction. So usually what happens when the offsprings, they will always try to adapt to the changes in the environment. So when there is diversity, that means the different variations are there, naturally they are able to tolerate various diseases and abnormal situations which are taking place in the environment, and they can withstand that change, withstand those changes, and there are chances for the organism to increase its population. That is very important. Okay, and if you see in the organisms, what happens? There are two types of cell divisions will take place. You know, mitosis and meiosis. So what is mitosis and what is meiosis? So mitosis will take place in vegetative cells. So it will take place in vegetative cells, which helps in growth and development of the organism. And mitosis also helps in increasing the size of the organism, and it also helps in replacing dead and damaged cells. So that is the importance of mitosis. That means any organism starts its life from a single celled structure which is called a zygote. So this zygote will develop into an adult organism. How? It is only due to the cell division, that is called mitosis. So mitosis will help in growth and development of the organism and replacement of dead and damaged cells. And another cell division is called meiosis. So meiosis is also called as a reduction division. So meiosis is a special type of cell division which takes place during the formation of gametes in reproductive cells. So in reproductive cells, during the formation of gametes, the meiosis will take place. What actually happens in the meiosis? So in meiosis, what happens? Parent cells are in diploid condition. That means they are having two sets of chromosomes. That is, it is indicated as a 2n. And here the meiosis or reduction division will take place, and the gametes which are formed, they have only one set of chromosomes which is indicated as N. So here 2N represents diploid condition and N represents haploid condition, diploid and haploid condition. So the haploid gametes during the process of fertilization they fuse together, and during sexual reproduction they again restore the diploid condition. That means two haploid gametes fuse together to form a diploid organism. So in this way, here during the formation of gametes, the special type of cell division, meiosis will take place, where the chromosomal number is reduced to half and haploid gametes are formed. So these haploid gametes during sexual reproduction they fuse together, and they get back to diploid condition. Okay, so when there is genetic variation, that means when there is differences between one organism and another organism belonging to the same species, nature in the form of food, shelter, predators, it will select the organisms with good habits, and it will select the organisms which are able to adapt to the changing environment and which are best suited for the environment, and it will always eliminate the organisms with non-beneficial characters or weak characters, which is called as a natural selection. Nature, that means nature in the form of food, shelter, predators will eliminate the organism with weak characters or non-beneficial characters, and the organisms which are able to adapt to the changing environments, they are selected by the nature. So that is the importance of meiosis, and also how the haploid gametes fuse together. That means meiosis takes place only during the formation of gametes. So the gametes during the process of fertilization they fuse together to form diploid zygote. So that zygote will develop into an adult organism. And another important thing about meiosis is meiosis helps in maintaining constant number of chromosomes. You know, all the organisms have definite number of chromosomes. Like man is having 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs means diploid condition. So that means that number is constant. The chromosomal number is constant, and the organisms always try to maintain the same number of chromosomes. And here the meiosis, the cell division, will help in maintaining constant number of chromosomes. That is the importance of meiotic cell division or reduction division. So in this way we can see the process of sexual reproduction. There is a chance for recombination of chromosomes and formation of the organisms with different characters, and the characters which are beneficial they are selected by the nature, and the characters which are non-beneficial they are eliminated by the nature. What is nature? Nature is the environment in the form of food, shelter, enemies, predators, everything. So in this way there is always a chance for the formation of better generations. So that is the importance of sexual reproduction. And now we shall see how the process of sexual reproduction takes place in the plants in the next class. Hope you have understood. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay. Thank you.